Here are 3 ways to stay motivated when it comes to your home workouts. So we're in a situation now, yet again, 3.0, where we can't leave the house. We can only leave to exercise with one other person. You can't go to studios, you can't go to gyms, you can't go to classes and stuff like that. And we find ourselves at home. And the first 2 times that this happened, it was all right. Now that it's the 3rd time, it can be easy to feel unmotivated. It can feel like you're getting a lot of screen fatigue, a lot of Zoom fatigue, okay? You can't maybe stand the fact that you've got to look at another screen because it isn't the same. But what is the alternative? What's the alternative to not doing your home workouts, not staying on top of your health and fitness? Do nothing for 6 weeks or however long this is meant to last? Or use home workouts and exercise and looking after your health and fitness as a way to manage the situation, as a way to keep control of something that you have control over, i.e. the way you feel, okay? And we can change the way we feel by doing things like exercise. And I think it's even more important than ever to be looking after our own health and fitness at a time where, touch wood, I've been lucky enough not to have contracted this, but I've had stories of just how bad people have felt as a result of getting this big C, okay? And one common theme that comes up time and time again is how they said that had they not been fit and healthy before they got the big C, it would have been much worse. They were thankful that they had been looking after their health and fitness up to the point where they had, got the germs and contracted the C and felt absolutely horrendous. But even then, even though they felt horrendous, they know how much worse it could have been for them had they not been looking after themselves. So going back to using home workouts and exercise and stuff during this 3rd period of having to stay at home, use it to your advantage. Use it as a tool. Use it as a way to help you to just have some downtime for yourself, to just have some release time, because there are so many emotions going on right now. When the announcement came out the other day, we were aghast. We thought, tier 3 was going to be the worst of it. We could see tier 4 coming as well, but we could also foresee this situation that we're in now. And it came, but even when it was confirmed that we'd all have to stay at home for another 6 to 8 weeks, if not more, it didn't make it any easier. It didn't make it any sweeter a piece of news to taste, or to swallow rather, right? It was quite a bitter pill. So we march on though, because it's even more important that we look after each other, we look after ourselves, we look after our mental as well as physical health, because our mental health is getting an absolute battering. It's been getting battered since March 2020, potentially before then. So that's 9-10 months of this whole situation that is spiraling around us, okay, that is happening outside of our four walls. So back to how to stay motivated for your home workouts, because it is far too easy to turn something off if it's just something that you're following online, say, right? It's far too easy to switch over if you're, say, watching, you know, something that's on national television and it's meant to be there to help encourage you. It's so easy to get bogged down with it and just not feel it and just not put in the effort. So these three tips are to help you to stay motivated, okay? So the first tip to stay motivated is to find something fun. Find something fun that you actually enjoy, because that is going to give you so much more possibility of sticking at it, of staying motivated. You're not going to get very motivated to get your bum out of bed first thing in the morning if it's an early morning workout, or to do it after the kids have gone to bed, or to squeeze it in at lunchtime if you don't find it fun. Yes, whatever you do to start with is going to be achy and potentially painful, because you may not have done it for a while, all right? You're going to be using muscles and stuff that you haven't used for a while. But if you keep it fun, if you find something that you genuinely find fun, and fun is defined as, you know, something that you can get enthusiastic about and look forward to and you can do with other people and stuff, you're going to feel a lot more motivated to do it. You're going to generate more motivation because you find it fun, you do it, you relax, you feel great for doing it this first time, so then you want more of that feeling, so you go back and you do it again, and that creates this lovely positive feedback loop whereby you then feel more motivated, and then you do it again, and then it continues and you start building up momentum, right? Motivation is momentum that you build up. It's not something that you can rely on to just turn up by itself. You have to create it by doing something, okay? So that's the first tip to you staying motivated. Fun. Find the fun. The second one is find a way to do it live, all right? Find a way to do it live, and I'm going to caveat it with not just it being live, so some kind of home workout that is live, but is also live coached, that is going to be two-way, not one-way, all right? Not just live streamed to your Facebook page or to your telly or to your whatever, because it's only one way. Whereas if it's two-way live coaching, you're going to get so much more out of it. You're going to push so much harder. You're also going to be so much safer, because there's actually going to be someone there to help prod and poke and give you that guidance, even from distance, okay? Even from distance. Because it's one thing to just be jumping around your living room, having stuck on a DVD or put on the BBC or whatever it is that you're watching, and yes, it's live, but it's one way. It's not personal to you. It's not taking into account what you can and can't do. It's not checking that you're doing it right, okay? So to stay motivated, find something that is live, because that is going to help you to get motivated, because you're doing it right, you're doing it better, you're getting better results, you're feeling good for it, and you're getting live real-time feedback. The third tip is to invest in something. To invest in something, because if it's free, you generally won't do it. You won't treat it as well as if you invest in something. Notice how if you get something for free, it just ends up in the back of a drawer, or you download something and it ends up in a folder that you never even open. Whereas if you buy something and you invest in something, or you put skin in the game, it's not just because we're here in Yorkshire, it's because we're just naturally wired to want to get our money's worth, to get our return on what we're investing in. We want to get more value out of what we've put into it. All right, so the example I always use is, think of it as like a pair of really nice shoes, or a pair of jeans, or for me it's, a really nice pair of running trainers or whatever. I'm going to treat that pair really well. I'm going to use that pair of trainers until they're, run into the ground, literally. If they were free, I would just not be bothered about whether I use it or not. Similar to, your home workouts and stuff, if it's free or if it's pay as you go, you're generally not going to be as committed to it. You're going to turn up when you want to, as opposed to getting skin in the game and helping yourself to get more consistent and committed and get better results ultimately in the long run. So they're the 3 tips I would give for how to stay motivated for your home workouts in the next 2 months or so, and forever, really. These tips don't just apply to the period that we're in right now here in the UK. It also applies to general home workouts and stuff, because things are changing in our industry. More and more people are going to be doing this. They're going to be working out from home because they can save so much time and money and effort in what they would otherwise have used commuting to gyms, going to leisure centres, leaving the house and stuff. Yes, you can leave the house, but so many people are going to be turning, if they haven't already, are going to be turning to home workouts. So if you want to stay motivated, I hope these tips are of help to you, prove helpful to you. Drop me a comment below with which tip is going to be of most help to you, and if you have any questions as well, then let me know. But the 3 tips are, in summary: 1, find the fun; 2, make it live, i.e. 2-way coaching; and 3, invest in yourself so that you want and are committed to getting return for your money.